Okay, set aside your exterior panel. Now we're going to continue by making our wristlet strap. You will cut it the length and width in the pattern, and you're going to fold it like this. You're going to fold it lengthwise in half like this. Then you're going to press to make a crease. And you're going to open it again, and then you're going to fold in your raw edges toward that crease like this. You can press again if you like. Then you fold it once more and press. The sewing machine, and I'm going to sew along the two long edges using a 1/8 seam allowance. Okay, so our strap is sewn along the two long edges, and I'm going to cut away 2 inches from this, and I'm going to use that as my tab, my strap tab. Okay, so I'm going to add a D-ring. You can just fold this over like this and sew it onto your main panel. So we're just going to set this aside for now, and we're going to continue with our strap. So we're going to take our swivel hook and we're going to attach it to our strap. So we're going to sew across here, and okay, so we're going to turn this over now. We've sewn across, and now we're going to turn it over like this. Swivel hook close to the seam, and then we're going to take this back to the sewing machine, and we're going to sew across here. Okay, so we've completed our wristlet strap. Let's set this aside, and now we're going to install our D-ring tab on our exterior front panel. We're going to place this on the right side. So we're going to use our pattern to measure where we're going to place it. Line up the bottom. Okay, so it says on the pattern wrist strap placement right here, so we're going to just place and match the raw edges. Take this to your sewing machine and use a 1/4 inch seam allowance to stitch in place. Okay, so our strap tab is now secured on our main front panel. So let's move on and install our main zipper. So you're going to mark 3/4 inch in from both edges, and that is where we're going to place our zipper. Now I'm using a zipper that is a zipper tape, so I'm going to just open up the edge here, because place your zipper with the zipper pulled to the left facing down. Make sure that your main panel piece is facing up, right sides up. So I'm going to place my zipper below that point, and we're going to turn up at about 1/4 inch of the zipper. We're going to turn it up at 90 degrees like this. And then we're going to put it just below where we marked our 3/4 inch mark right here. Let's see. Or you can sew it on your sewing machine, whichever you prefer. Just make sure it's turned up at 90 degrees like this. If you saw that, place it, and matching your raw edge, you will pin your zipper down along the top edge. My zipper is wider than 1 inch, and the instruction says to, you can scoot it up a bit, about 1/8, let it hang off the top about 1/8 of an inch. And we're gonna clip all around our pin, and remember to scoot it a bit off the edge. And the other end, you have to turn it up as well. So I'm going to open up. And flip it up here. And pin. Okay, so we are going to stitch from this point to this point here. Okay, so this is what you should have at this stage. Your zipper is flipped up about at a 90 degrees angle, and it's 3/4 of an inch in. Sew along using your zipper foot. Now we're going to attach one of our lining pieces. So the lining and the exterior piece are supposed to be right sides facing like this, and then we're going to line up the top edges like this, and we're going to flip it over. Make sure that all your sides are matching and straight. Then we're going to pin okay, so we've turned it over so that we can see the stitching that we made earlier, and we're going to follow that same stitch line, but this time we're going to start 1/2 inch in from the edge. So I've marked my 1/2 inch point so that I don't forget. So we're going to stitch from this mark here, following this stitch line all the way to the other side, and make sure to back stitch at the beginning and at the end. Okay, so we've stitched on our lining, and now we're going to trim away the zipper at the top. There. We're going to pull our lining and exterior pieces away from the zipper like this. Lining board and give it a bit of a press if you like. And this is what you should have at this stage. So the same steps that you followed to attach these two pieces, we're going to repeat for the exterior pieces. So again, we're going to place the back exterior piece right side facing the front exterior piece. So they're right sides together. We're going to match this up with this zipper. And then we're going to measure in from both ends, 3/4 of an inch, as we did previously. We're going to place our zipper at a 90-degree angle on both sides, pin and sew in place. Okay, so we're finally at the assembly stage. We've sewn our lining and exterior pieces. Make sure your zipper is open all the way. And now we're going to place our lining pieces right sides together like this and pin, and our exterior pieces right sides together, pin. We're going to leave a 5-inch opening along one side of our lining. Just take your time, line up everything, and then we'll take this to our sewing machine and stitch. We're going to sew along the exterior section using a 1/2-inch seam allowance, and as you get over to your lining, you will increase your seam allowance to 3/4 of an inch to complete. Make sure to leave the 5-inch opening on one side. Okay, so I've pinned all around my bag. I pinned the exterior pieces together and the lining pieces together. On the lining section, I left a 5-inch opening on one side, so this area won't be sewn. We will turn our bags through this hole, so we're going to go around the rest of the bag. Okay, 1/2 inch on the exterior section and 3/4 inch on the lining section. Just follow where you have your fleece interfacing, and that space there is about 3/4 of an inch, so that will guide you. Okay, you can see I have sewn all around my bag. Now I'm going to trim and turn right sides out. I'm going to trim down 1/4 inch. Do not trim at the opening because you will have to fold that in to close it. Okay y'all, I've turned my bag right sides out, but I have the lining on the exterior on the inside of the lining because I want to be able to top stitch around the zipper. So I don't know if I'm going to get it done right, but I'm going to try. So what I'm going to do is open it up like this, and the presser foot is going to be on the inside of the bag, and we're going to try and sew all around the edge to top stitch. Okay, so let me go to the sewing machine and see if I can get this done. After that, I'm going to close up the opening on the lining, and my bag will have been completed. Okay, let me go do that. I've top stitched close to the zipper using a long stitch length, and I've also closed the opening on the lining side. Now you will push your lining into the exterior of your bag. Make sure you poke out all the corners and flatten. You can give it a good press, and your Heidi wristlet clutch is now complete. Also, check out my tutorial on how to add a crossbody strap to the Heidi fold over clutch. I will place a link down in the description. Let me know if this tutorial was useful to you. If you enjoyed it, if you have any questions, please ask them down in the comments section. I thank you for coming to my channel and sticking with me. I'm celebrating 700 subscribers, and I hope you will share this with your other bag making friends and family. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.